Hey everyone, it's Libby from Maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Ngāti Kawanunu First Nations people and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. Absolute pleasure to have you along today. Okay, what I want to have a look at in this reading is I want to have a look at Trump, Trump and Putin. What's going on with Trump and Putin? Now, very quickly, I realised after some comments that on Friday didn't complete my thought. I hadn't actually seen that Trump had been actually airlifted anywhere. I had seen that he got treated at Mar-a-Lago and left at Mar-a-Lago to be looked after. The Walter Reed image that I have is in the future. It's where he will end up in the it may not be Walter Reed, but it will be in a facility that is a military facility institution where he's picking at the piping on the armchair. Okay, I just want to also just put in there is even though I go right down these rabbit holes, just pop the critical thinking in for a moment as well in regards to the Thanksgiving video that came out. Doesn't matter how many news stations play that video, even if they're, reliable sources, etc. Look at where that video came from initially, which is the critical thinking part. Who put out that actual video to start with? It was the Trump camp. And what do they have to gain from it? What I noticed about the Thanksgiving video, and here's the sort of truth as I split the deck, I'm just going to say the supposed celebration, but you've got the rat up the corner there, pooping in the cup, and you've got the sort of truth coming out. That video could have been shot, and it was a very short video, so there was no Thanksgiving decorations. There was nothing to imply it was shot at Thanksgiving, and it could very easily have been at any time in the last 6 months. So just pop the critical thinking hats on, especially in light that the promo photographs that came out with the meeting with Zuckerberg apparently were traced back to Trump's White House days, and also the meeting with, I think it was Mark Rutte from the NATO chief, also were not current photographs as well. They were of a previous meeting. So I want to have a look about the relationship between Trump and Putin. And as I'm splitting the deck and shuffling, I'm getting cutting the losses and walking away, as you've got the ill health card here. Let me just raise those eyebrows at you if you can barely see them under that mop of hair I've got. I can't wait to get it cut. Okay, so I want to have a look at the relationship between Trump and Putin. And as I'm splitting the deck, you've got the celebration card here, the circles of support, but you've got the 3 cups spilt here. So how is the relationship going now? Especially since now, when I say Putin, I don't actually mean Putin. I'm talking about the Kremlin. I personally am dubious that Putin is actually even alive, or if he is, that he is in any fit capacity to be ruling with the iron fist. I've picked up at least 3 body doubles. Every time I see footage of Putin coming on the screen, the television, or on YouTube or whatever, every fibre of my being screamed, body double, body double. And I have seen very clearly that one of the body doubles is going to take a hit at some stage, so that the Kremlin can come out and acknowledge that Putin is deceased. So, I'll just leave that there. I told you I'm down some rabbit holes. So I want to have a quick look. How is the relationship between Trump and the Kremlin, given that the Melania photos that came out, the nudie photos on state TV, realising that nothing goes on state TV without it getting passed by the Kremlin. the chief of security in Russia, used to be the KGB, FSB, I think it's called now, came out and basically said, you owe us, pay up. We got you elected, you owe us, pay up at Trump. And very recently, or whomever that was, it may not have been the FSB, because the FSB then came out and said, Trump needs to be careful because US presidents have a reputation of being knocked off their perch, to try and avoid the censors there. But you get what I mean. So, what's the energy? So I'm going to do an energy spread. It's a slightly bigger spread. I've got my mum's crystals here to hold the cards down if necessary. I'm using the Gilded Tarot Royale, Gilded. So show me. I won't, if you ask me what the deck is, I just wind back and have a listen or a look. I'm not going to type it 50 times. I'm sorry, I love you, but okay, just things are crazy here at the moment. Very tired, looking forward to, actually I'm getting home today, next week. So let's have a look in 7 days' time. So let's have a look. Show me the energies. Gosh, look what's on the bottom. The win at any cost, the abuse of power, treason, winner takes all, just leaving the bodies on the, and here's Russia as I split the deck. I think they might be abandoning Trump. Wow. Okay. Now you've got to remember that the Kremlin's not about, and other countries as well, they're not so interested in the person. They're interested in the chaos that person creates. And they don't care who's in charge. They just want to undermine democracy. They want to undermine the US, the commodities being on the US dollar. They don't care who's there. What they want to do is they basically want to destroy the US's grip on the world as the, I was going to say the policeman that comes out. I'd be love to see them as the paramedics instead of the policemen, or the educators, more importantly. They're wanting to undermine the US grip on being the saviour of the world, in inverted commas, and the grip of the US dollar. Okay, so show me the energy. Come on down. Big long rant to start with. Okay, I'm going to have to put straight away because it's a bit breezy out here today. The Ace of Wands. The energy between the Kremlin and Trump. Fiery new messaging is the signifier here. The second signifier here is bringing forth some truths. Sorry, pardon me. Whenever I read on these people, I get a real frog in my throat. And whether that's, as few people have mentioned, fluid on the lungs, etc., when it comes to Trump. But the second signifier here is it's only a pain, so it's only little bit by little bit by little bit, but by crikey, it wields a sharp sword. So, swords of truth being brought forward here. In the energies behind the scenes, and I do apologise if the light isn't great, that's why I hold each card up. The Eight of Swords, the energy behind the scenes, entrapment by the truth. They had Trump entrapped by them having these truths. And here we've got the action card, bringing forth the information. When I get enough, I'll put on a bigger stone. Taking action. bringing forth this Ace of Swords. This is the energy behind the scenes. Russia itself might feel trapped by the situation, but I think this is more Trump is trapped by these truths that they're bringing forward. One sword here, but 8 swords surrounding here, bit by bit by bit. Because I am asking about the relationship between the two. What have we got here? I'll just bring these down a little bit for you. So coming out of this 8 of Swords is my be careful what you wish for. It is about, it's emotional. It can be having your ducks lined up in a row, but I'm always drawn to in the rafters there. I don't know if you can see it in this light. There is a rat pooping in the cups, in the hidden. The rat pooping in the cups, the emotional. Because I do feel that Trump will have an emotional breakdown at some stage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 cups there. I'm drawn to the 2 bottles at the front. I can't say I've ever noticed them. And the rat pooping in the cup. Okay. Sorry, just getting some more stones out. Coming out of this with the threat to unalive the president. I think it might be an option on the table for them. Goodness me. In regards to this messaging, there is a decision to be made. The 2 swords are pointing down. They're not pointing up. They're coming together at a point. There is a decision, a difficult decision that will need to be made. And I've got the moon there. The full moon is, the 15th of December. There's a decision that needs to be made before the 15th of December is what I'm feeling out of that. In regards to what information comes forward, remembering that the 17th is when the states meet to start deciding about certifying the election result. Okay, the karma hanging over, temperance, pouring from cup to restore balance here, getting rid of the toxicity. And here we have the government. The karma hanging over, something to do, the Hierophant, something to do with the higher authorities, getting rid of the toxicity. Gosh, okay. Here we've got, look at all these stones I've got out here. I'll pop one there. The Page of Wands, for future going forward. The Page of Wands, bringing forth the message that they're here, that somebody would like kept hidden, potentially in regards to money, but this is paranoia about the messaging that's going to come out that they don't want released. But here it comes, a lot of information quickly, and we've got the Fool. Now, is that foolishness, or is that, well, we've got the Fool, and then we've got the overseas ship coming in. We have the election manipulation, the juggling, and we've got the 10 of Pentacles. The oligarchs, dark money behind the scenes, in the past, contracts and agreements that were made. Another 10, it's going to be a difficult burden for him to carry about having feathered his nest. And then we've got justice. Justice, as unexpected news comes out of left field about money changing hands, moral, financial and ethical corruption, smoke and mirrors, just going to have to surrender to this information that comes out as you've got the hidden agendas revealed. And then you've got my Harris card as secrets come to the surface. And then you've got my Jack Smith, Alex Whiting, Hay card, bringing things to an end, new beginning. Oh, in regards to the devil. And walking away. So there's something here where Russia is going to, I think, walk away from Trump. I think they're going to release more information. So we'll ask that. They've got more information. At the moment, they are trying to make a decision about whether to release it. But I think they are. So let's have a look. Is Russia going to release? Oh, and I just dropped a whole swag of cards through the bottom there. Hang on, let me just pick them up again. That'll get them shuffled if nothing else. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, picked up a stone with them too. Okay, show me. Has Russia got more information on Trump? They've got a whole tree full to harvest. They have a whole tree full. Let's have a look. That they are going to release one at a time. When I say this is going to be like grip torture to Trump about what he did in the past, slowly, one at a time, about his past. Show me. Is Russia going to release more information on Trump? Okay, I'm really getting the reason they're going to do it is because they don't believe the election will be overturned, is what I'm getting. They don't have a concept of, they don't believe Biden will take action. They're underestimating Biden, is what I'm getting. They don't believe that the election will be overturned, so they're trying to cause massive amounts of chaos with this is what you voted for. Okay, let's see how this goes. Right. Ten of Pentacles. Legacy, oligarchical money, challenged by the messaging that's coming out. Inflammatory messaging, powerful new messaging coming out about money, chest loads of money. It's always about money, goodness me. But the foundation, there's the decision that needs to be made. They haven't made it as of yet. In the past, my Biden card, so again, this is what I'm saying. They feel that Biden is in the past, that it's a really odd feeling. It's like that Biden is in the past, so therefore he's not relevant. Okay. Crowning this reading is Harris, of all people. Okay. Are they going to release more? Yes, they are. The Moon card. Secrets being brought to the surface and exposed to the light of the moon. And the next full moon is on the 15th of December, which comes before the states meet. I think they are. Externally is the past, but it's also my naivety card. Now, I can't imagine that the Russians would be naive about this, about what action Biden would take in regards to Harris. This could also just be internally deciding internally whether to bring forward this truth Even though it's my Harris card, Queens are internally doing while Kings are externally doing. So this could be Mother Russia making the decision as to whether to bring forward this truth, this ruthlessness. So we've got the naivety internally. These swords of truth are all pointing downwards and it's moving forward internally to move forward. The hopes and fears, the Fool. I'm wondering whether they're done with Trump actually, because they want to move forward. Okay, the outcome. The Devil, no surprises there, walking away from the Devil. Eight of Cups, walking away, 3 spilt cups. A complete and utter downfall. Wow! 10 of Swords, complete and utter downfall. The ensuing chaos is what they're trying to bring forward. But we've then got steady governance and the Sword of Truth and full illumination about the betrayal, the deceit, the abuse, you name it. Wow. Okay. Things being stopped for the Emperor. That feathered his nest. It's going to be 2 real big burden. You've got the Death card, significant endings, entrap, information he doesn't want to come out. The information coming out, it's going to be volatile, emotional breakdown. Yeah, I'm just going to say yes, they do have more they're going to bring forward. So that leads me to another question: does the Kremlin want to walk? Is the Kremlin walking away from Trump? Now you've got to remember that in the past, Trump went to Russia for his loans and debts, his money, because he couldn't get any loans in the Western world, so went to Russian banks. So they owned him. They had him by the short and curlies. But now he's got Leon. So show me. Are the Russians? I'll just do a little 3. I'll just do 3 cards. Honest. I'll just do 3 cards. Is the Kremlin trying to sow as much chaos as they can? And that's 2 cards and 1 card before they walk away from Trump. This is the card that stayed on the table. Significant endings, new beginnings. These are the ones that fell on the floor. Full illumination and something unexpected out of left field. Full exposure, something coming out of left field. If I go this way, something out of left field, meaning full exposure and a significant ending. And it's yes, yes card. Yes, yes. And then on the base we've got Judgment. Choices that need to be made, poor choices. A lot of information coming out very quickly. And here we've got it being drip fed. It feels like torture by drip feeding. But I'm really getting that the Kremlin, those that are making the decisions over there, they have more information. They're going to release it, is my feels, over the next 2 weeks, to sow more chaos, more infighting, disruption, you name it, in the US. This is just really bizarre because they don't, in their naivety, the way the way they think, because you've got to remember they think differently because they're not in a democracy, and I'm talking about the ones in the Kremlin that are making these choices. They don't think Biden will take action. They're trying to sow chaos about Trump because it was the choice. Gosh, that's weird. That feels really, really weird. Okay, I'm just going to leave it there. I just really feel like it's just the strangest thing is I'm literally got one more very small cupboard to sort out, but I just feel this week is going to be wild, chaos, crazy. Let's see how it plays. Love to you all. Take care. Bye bye.